What does a $250 million fortune buy you? For Manny Khoshbin, it's a 72,000 square foot garage filled with cars so rare, you'll never see them on the road again. The guy came to the US with nothing, built a massive empire, and now owns a $50 million plus car collection that includes one-of-one Bugattis, McLaren P1s that Ferrari collectors cry over, and custom creations that billionaires cry over. And today, you're getting the front row seat inside. 2019 Tesla Model X. Yes, the man who owns hypercars worth millions still drives around in an electric SUV. Why? Because this is his go-to family car. Manny himself said it is his daily driver whenever he is out with his wife and kids. The Model X is smooth, quiet, and easy to use, which makes it very different from the roaring supercars he usually shows off. Back in 2019, the base trim of this SUV cost around $81,000, while the top trim went all the way up to $138,000. Manny never revealed which version he owns, but one thing he always points out is the Falcon doors. They rise up automatically and never fail to grab attention. Inside, the giant touchscreen controls almost everything, and of course, Manny loves the autopilot feature. He once admitted that it was one of the main reasons he bought the Tesla in the first place. 2023 Porsche 911 Sport Classic. In February 2023, Manny Khoshbin picked up his brand new Porsche 911 Sport Classic, and the moment was so overwhelming that he literally forgot what color he had ordered. When the cover came off, it was finished in a sport gray paint that Manny now calls one of his favorites. He could not stop talking about how much he loved the interior theme as well, which matches the car's timeless look. What really makes this Porsche special is its design. Manny himself pointed out that the Sport Classic is inspired by the original 911 from the late 1960s and the legendary 1972 Carrera RS 2.7. Porsche even said in its press release that this model carries the spirit of those classics, and Manny was instantly hooked. The mix of modern power with vintage soul is what made him fall in love with it. And for a collector like Manny, this was a dream delivery. 2023 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS. In April 2023, Manny added the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS to his collection. He paid around $181,000 for it, and that price included the famous Huayra package worth $13,250. To give you an idea, the standard GT4 RS started at $149,100, but Manny wanted the best version. Before even getting it, he had already said he wanted it in the chalk color, which shows how much he had his eye on the details. On his way to the dealership, Manny admitted he was a bit unsure about the power, but after just one quick sprint, he said, "Okay, how much better can it be? But the sound of the exhaust and just that lighter weight distribution, I totally feel it." That was the exact moment he realized how good this machine really is. People often tell him the GT4 RS does better than the GT3 RS on track, though Manny seemed a little doubtful about that claim. 2019 Porsche 935. Only 77 units of the 2019 Porsche 935 exist in the world. Manny dropped a huge $829,000 to secure one. And what makes it even more special is the finish. While the standard 935 comes in agate grey, Manny went for the iconic Martini Classic livery, which alone cost him an extra $27,500. If you actually wanted to take the 935 out on the road, that optional passenger seat might come in handy, but it'll cost you an extra $10,000. Porsche first showed this car in autumn 2018 at the Laguna Seca Raceway in California during the Rennsport Reunion 6. The design pays tribute to the legendary Porsche 935 for 1978 Le Mans race car, also known as Moby Dick. The value of this car today has nearly doubled, sitting at around $1.5 million. 2023 Porsche 911 Dakar. One of the most awaited cars in Manny Khoshbin's collection is the 2023 Porsche 911 Dakar, which he picked up himself from the dealership in August 2023. It is limited to only 2,500 units worldwide. The moment he saw it, Manny laughed, saying, "Oh, this is so cool! This looks like a toy!" And got even more hyped over the stunning white wheels, joking that he would not have to worry about speed bumps anymore. A month later, the dealership called him back, saying the roof rack had arrived. The full kit cost over $10,000 without the tent. But Manny's reaction was priceless. "Dude, that looks amazing! Wow, it looks like a totally different car. This looks $10,000 better." He later added the tent too for another $7,000. With jacked up suspension, all-terrain tires, a hydraulic lift system, and 5 driving modes, Manny kept admiring how unique it felt. The Dakar is a true tribute to the 1984 Dakar Rally winner, and as Ferry Porsche once said, "The 911 is the only car that you can drive from an African safari to Le Mans, then to the theater and onto the streets of New York." The 2023 Mercedes-AMG G63 4x4 squared. Imagine buying a car so big that it barely fits in your own garage. That is exactly what happened with Manny Khoshbin's 2023 Mercedes-AMG G63 4x4 squared. He bought it in December 2022, and in one of his YouTube episodes, he was seen struggling to get it inside his home garage because of the low ceiling. Manny even said, "That thing's huge, it isn't gonna fit in my garage." But of course, that did not stop him. Manny paid extra for the carbon fiber package, making this G-Wagon even more special. Under the hood, it packs a 4.0-litre twin-turbo V8, which Mercedes themselves call the most G-Class ever. Manny loved the brakes, saying they were almost as good as my GT Black Series brakes. He also enjoyed the acceleration and the tire sounds while braking. He even took his wife Layla out for breakfast in it, but she quickly said it would be the first and last time, because getting in and out was too hard. Manny tried Comfort and Sport Plus modes, explored the massage options, and called it a fun car. But fun comes at a price, as Manny revealed he paid $350,000 for it. 2021 Porsche 911 Targa 4S Heritage Edition. Among Manny Khoshbin's rare cars, the 2021 Porsche 911 Targa 4S Heritage Edition instantly grabs attention. He bought it back in January 2021 and proudly showed it off on YouTube. Manny said, "What I love about this car is how they brought the classic and modern and blended it together. And that is exactly what makes this Porsche so special. This Targa stands out with its rich burgundy paint that gives it a timeless look. But what makes it even more personal is the big number 33 on its side. That is not random." Manny revealed the story himself, saying, "Whack. So there was a building I flipped twice, I made lots of money on. It's a 12-story building, and the address was 333. Since then, 33 has been his lucky number. 2023 Porsche 992 GT3 RS Tribute Edition. Another day, another Porsche." That is how Manny Khoshbin introduced his brand new 2023 Porsche 992 GT3 RS Tribute Edition when it arrived in October 2023. According to Matt, the dealership agent, Manny's car was from the very first batch that landed in North America, which already made it extra special. Manny has always been a man who falls in love with his cars the moment he sees them. But with this one, it was different. The design, the color, and the specs all stood out. Yet it was the giant rear wing that sealed the deal for him. Manny himself admitted, "That's amazing. Well, the wing is what sold me on the car. Amazing." Bugatti Bolide. Manny Khoshbin's Bugatti Bolide is finally home. And trust me, this car is no ordinary delivery. After weeks sitting at the dealership, it rolled into his driveway in an enclosed trailer, and it took more than just the keys to get it started. Along with the car came Formula One-like slick tires, an air compressor, external fans, and 3 huge boxes. One of those boxes was just the owner's manual, and Manny jokes he has more to read about this car than he did in college. He even admits he doesn't yet know how to pop the doors. What he does know is this: You can only turn it on a minute or two before it overheats, just like a Formula 1 car. That's why the delivery crew had to push it off the trailer. The Bolide can hit 236 miles per hour on slick tires, but in the rain, you're limited to 186 miles per hour. Manny laughs, "Don't be naughty and go faster." Inside the car, things actually expire like seatbelts, pads, a fire extinguisher, and even the fuel bladder. Manny summed it up perfectly. "Did I buy a carton of milk, or is this a car?" This is truly one of the most extreme cars he owns. Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series P1 Edition. Only 275 units of the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series P1 Edition exist in the world, and just 25 of them were sent to the US. That alone makes it one of the rarest cars Manny owns. To make it even more exclusive, you could not just walk in and buy it. To get this model, you first had to have a Mercedes-AMG 1 on order. Manny revealed he did exactly that. He also shared that his car came with the $47,500 AMG 1 package and a few extra options. He has never told how much he paid, but each P1 edition cost $57,300 more than the regular AMG GT Black Series Coupe. And in 2023, RM Sotheby's sold one of these for a massive $775,000. Manny calls it one of his favorite drives because of its insane acceleration, loud exhaust, and cutting-edge tech. In his words, "It just feels different every time I push it." Mercedes-Benz McLaren SLR HDK. Nothing grabs attention like his obsession with the Mercedes-Benz McLaren SLR. He once said in a video, "I used to own 9 of them, both coupes and roadsters. Out of those, he has already sold 2, as he revealed during the Hamilton collection tour of his garage." Manny first started buying SLRs around 2008 to 2009, and his very first was the 2009 McLaren SLR 722 Edition Roadster, which he later sold. In another video, Manny explained that he bought his first SLR in 2011, and some of them came with as little as 300 miles on the clock. He even got some of these cars for half their original price. McLaren Special Operations also built him a Heritage Edition worth around $1 million. Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead. Shockingly, he does not just have one, but 2 of them. His first was a white 2008 Drophead Coupe, which he even used as a daily driver. Back then, the base price was already $407,000, but knowing Manny, he spent plenty more on extra options. That alone sounds crazy, but he loved the car so much that he went and bought another one, a 2016 model finished in white as well. Since Rolls-Royce stopped making the Drophead in 2016, he had to buy it used. Manny is obsessed with all white interiors. His older one had cream seats with wood veneer, but the newer one is completely white inside, even the trim and mats. This beauty runs on a 6.75-liter V12 with 453 horsepower and massive torque. To give you an idea of its rarity, a one-off Drophead-based roadster by Pininfarina called the Hyperion was sold at auction for $5.5 million. Manny calls the Phantom Drophead one of the cars that always grabs attention because you rarely see one on the road. 2022 Ford GT Heritage Edition. Manny paid around $750,000 for it, but he already has plans to sell it for nothing less than $1 million, maybe even $1.5 million. His Ford GT comes in a clean white finish with black wheels, and on the doors sits the bold number 98. The same number also shows up on the rear spoiler, with a tricolor paint job in black, white and red, making it stand out even more. The Heritage Edition pays homage to the original GT prototype from 1964. And here's the shocking part, only 27 units were ever made. That is why Manny treasures it so much. To make the driving experience even wilder, his car is fitted with a titanium exhaust system from Akrapovic. As Manny loves to say, it is all about the roar of the engine. 2014 McLaren P1. Manny Khoshbin bought his 2014 McLaren P1 the very same year it launched in the United States for $1.15 million. At first, Manny had it painted in Diamond Alaskan White, which itself was a crazy $37,000 option. Later, he tried a mix and match color combo, but he admits it never felt right. Finally, he transformed the car into what it looks like today, a full satin black finish with exposed carbon fiber parts. And this version is the one he loves the most. Manny himself has said this is the one he'd pick for a jolly ride. 2005 Saleen S7TT Competition Package. Let's talk about Manny's red 2005 Saleen S7TT Competition Package. He himself once posted about it back in April 2016 on his official Facebook page. He wrote, 2005 Saleen S7TT Competition Package, so futuristic for its time. 1,100 horsepower, one of one with only 720 miles on it. Thinking of selling it for $850,000? If you know of someone, please have them email me. That post left his fans stunned. With 1,100 horsepower and so few miles, people could not believe he was letting it go for only $850,000. One fan even said that the car should have at least a $1.2 to $1.3 million price tag. But here's the twist. The post did not work out, and Manny never sold it. 2006 Bugatti Veyron. This one is finished in a stunning white and blue color that immediately grabs your attention. It is not just another car in his garage, it is one of the few one-off models he owns. Manny has shown this Veyron many times in his car collection tour videos, and every time it steals the spotlight. What makes it even more interesting is that Manny is planning to sell it. Yes, he wants around $1.4 to $1.5 million for the car. That is right in line with the current average value of the Veyron today, which is around $1.5 million. 2014 Bugatti Veyron Rembrandt Edition. This car costs around $3 million, and only 3 exist in the entire world. It was built to honor Rembrandt Bugatti, the brother of Ettore Bugatti, who was a famous sculptor. Manny proudly owns one, while the other 2 are in Dubai and Asia. The exterior is finished in bronze with bronze wheels and exposed carbon fiber. Inside, it gets even more special. Between the 2 seats, there is a bronze elephant sculpture, and smaller elephants are hidden in the footwell and other sections. Even the radiator has the dancing elephant, Rembrandt's most famous work. This is the 4th model in Bugatti's exclusive Legends of Bugatti series. Manny has only put around 900 miles on it. He once admitted, "I got an offer for it, but I'm not selling." That says a lot, because Manny usually believes everything is for sale at the right price. 2016 Pagani Huayra Hermes Edition. Alright, let's talk about the first Hermes Edition car in Manny Khoshbin's insane collection. And yes, from here on, all the cars are his Hermes Edition models. The one that started it all was the 2016 Pagani Huayra Hermes Edition. You heard that right, this was the very first car born from the collaboration between Hermes and Horacio Pagani's team. Manny himself said, "This car is very special to me." And for good reason. It even made its way to the Peterson Museum show. This project took 2 full years to complete, and Manny actually covered all the travel costs between Hermes and Pagani to make it happen. At launch, the Huayra was priced at around $2.5 million, but today Manny values it at $5 million. The car wears a rich heritage brown paint with laser-etched grills showing the Hermes H inside. It has a light brown finish with a 7-piece Hermes luggage set. It also carries the Tempesta package with larger wheels, titanium exhaust, bigger diffusers, and Horacio Pagani's signature under the engine cover. 2021 McLaren Speedtail Hermes Edition. Only 106 Speedtails were ever built, but Manny went a step further. He handed over his car, the 24th Speedtail off the line with VIN 024, to Hermes for customization. And guess what? That Hermes touch alone cost him an extra $1 million on top of the $2.5 million base price. It took Hermes nearly 18 months to finish the design. The exterior shines in a unique abyss blue, with Hermes' H logo etched on the door contours. Even the side mirrors carry the exact coordinates of the Hermes and McLaren factories. Manny himself said he has driven it less than 100 miles. This beauty was later sold to a Japanese collector. Nobody knows the final price, but considering a normal Speedtail was $2.25 million, this one-off would make most people's eyes water. 2020 Bugatti Chiron Hermes Edition. The standard Chiron costs around $3 million, but with the Hermes touch, Manny ended up paying close to $4 million. He even revealed in an interview with producer Michael that just weeks after the reveal, someone offered him $5 million for it. Yes, that is how rare this car is. This is Manny's third Hermes car, but the Chiron is his favorite. He calls it the best art form car. The exterior is finished in Hermes Craig paint, and even the wheels are done in the same shade. The rear wing is extra special too. After months of debate, Bugatti and Hermes agreed to feature the iconic Hermes horses, which you also see inside the doors. From deposit to delivery, this car took almost 5 years, and Manny cancelled the design twice. Even the rear bumper alone took 8 months to get approved. The Chiron has only about 300 miles on it, and just like his other Hermes cars, it also comes with custom leather bags matched with the interior. And that's Manny Khoshbin's insane car empire. If you loved peeking inside his garage, hit like and subscribe, because we've got even crazier collections coming.